Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to introduce the starting lineups for both teams. First of all, for the visiting Hawks.
And welcome to the Student Activity Center here on the beautiful campus of Dixie State, located in St. George, Utah. Today, we have the Holy Name Hawks visiting our Dixie State Trailblazers. Dixie State coming into this game at a 3-8 record, 1-2 in the conference, and Holy Names comes in at 0-13. Struggling a little bit this season. Let's see if they can make some good plays here today.
A 5'10" junior from Yuba City, California, number 7, Summer Williams. A 5'10" freshman from Banks, Oregon, number 8, Patty Stanley. A 5'11" freshman from Baconville, California, number 10, Sierra Allen. And a 5'9" junior from Daly City, California, number 12, Michaela Evans. This is coached by head coach, and now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your home team, your Dixie.
And for your Dixie State Trailblazers, starting 6 today will feature
starting this evening, a 5'6" freshman from Phoenix, Arizona,
number 1, Jordan Nelson, a 5'6" freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, will get the start today.
A 5'11" freshman from Syracuse, Utah,
number 2, Casey Adams, another another freshman from Syracuse, Utah.
A 6'1" junior from Fullerton, California, number 3,
Kayla Chapman, a junior out of Fullerton, California.
A 6'2" sophomore from Spanish Fork, Utah.
Number 6, Lauren Gamble, the sophomore out of Spanish Fork, Utah.
A 5'7" junior from Bountiful, Utah.
Number 7, Sid Brandon, a 5'7" junior out of Banfield, Utah.
A 5'10" junior from San Dimas, California.
Number 9, Hannah Doonan, a 5'10" junior out of San Dimas, California.
And a 5'11" senior from Prescott, Arizona, number 10, Brett.
And your final starter for the Trailblazers, number 10, Brett Barney, a 5'11" senior.
Robin Felder, assisted by Dave Richards and Dave Capps and Lindsay Gibbon.
Coaching your Trailblazers today is Coach Robin Felder, 6th season here for the Trailblazers. As you see the teams giving their their good welcomes before the game. As each team here is pumped up early. We got a decent sized crowd here today in the Student Activity Center. Thank you for joining here on your Friday night. I will also be taking care of the scoreboard as well as doing your play-by-play. So excuse me if I'm a little bit delayed here. The Hawks doing a little bit last words of wisdom before they start their game, trying to get their first win on the season as Dixie State tries to improve to 4-8 on the year, trying to even up their record in Pac West play. In case you are watching this somewhere around campus and you don't know where the Student Activity Center is, like my fellow cameraman tonight, it is located behind the Gardner building. It is right next to the entrance of the school. So in case you have never been to the Student Activity Center before, come on down and watch a good game of volleyball. As the Hawks will be the first to serve this one away. Christina Comaruvias doing the serving. And that is an error on the Hawks, and that is a point for the Trailblazers. The serve for the Trailblazers is number 2, Casey Adams. Hit over, and that is out of play for another Trailblazer point. I apologize, that is not a point for the Trailblazers. Number 7, Summer Williams, do the serve. Dig by and that is out of play. A point for the Hawks. Williams with the serve again. A great save over there by the Hawks. As a block attempt, and a point for the Trailblazers. As a nice recovery. Sid Brandon to do the serve for the Trailblazers. And a good effort from the Trailblazers, but a point for the Hawks. The lone senior on the Hawks, Daisy Valadares, to do the serve. Hit over by Hannah Doonan for the Trailblazer point. Substitutions being made for both teams. As we have Kara Moore to do the serve. She hits it over, and it is short. A point awarded to the Hawks. Number 15, Jamie Myrtle, to do the honors. Brandon with this dig. Hits it over, a block by the Hawks, and that stays in for a Hawks point. Myrtle to do the serving again. As that one hits the tip of the net. Good recovery by the Trailblazers, and it goes out of play off of Valadares for a Trailblazer point. As Hannah Doonan to do the serve. Hits it over. Myrtle. Brandon once again. Hits it over, and that stays in for a Trailblazer point, and we are tied up at 5 apiece here in set number 1. Back and forth play, neither team able to get an edge over another. Myrtle over to Carubius. Brandon again. And a good recovery by the Hawks, as it looks like it was going to be a Trailblazer point. Back over to the other side, and it stays in for a Trailblazer point. Good back and forth rally going on between the two teams. As Hannah Doonan to serve once again. Just crosses the net. Set up by the Hawks, and it drops in for a Hawks point. Sierra Allen to do the serving for the Hawks. And it goes out for a Trailblazer point. Kayla Chapman, the junior, to be doing the serving towards the Trailblazers. And it hits off of Kara Moore's foot. It was going out of bounds, but her foot kept the ball alive, and that is a point for the Hawks. Number 1, Ashley Gore, to do the serving for the Hawks. The only player over 6 feet tall. Powerful spike blocked by the Hawks. Another setup here for the Trailblazers as this one gets reflected off. Hawks making a good recovery on it. Hits it back over. Another amazing save by the Trailblazers, as this is a nice rally that is going on in this point. Tipped by the Trailblazers once again. Another setup for the Trailblazers. It's it back over, and it is deflected off of the Hawks for a Trailblazer point. Number 1, Jordan Nelson to do the serve. Another setup by the Trailblazers, hits it back over, and it is tipped by Jamie Myrtle, however, not be able to recover from that. Another point for Dixie State. This is the first time either team has gone up by more than 1 point. Nelson to do the serving once again. And a good block by number 6, Lauren Gamble. You know, size has got to do a big, it's a very important thing to have, especially when the Hawks only have one player that is 6 feet tall, and you have 5 people on the 6 people on the Trailblazer sideline that are 6 feet or taller. So Dixie State's going to have the advantage over that. Has a little bit of injury to Jamie Myrtle. She looks to be okay. It looks like it might be her ankle a little bit, as Nelson does the serve once again. As it goes over, and it's a nice recovery. Set up again. Spike from the back line, blocked by the Hawks, setting it back up again. As it is a sneaky tip over by Covarrubias. Brandon with the dig, hit over again, and it's a powerful spike from Casey Adams. Casey Adams to do the serve for the Trailblazers. As this goes across the court, and it is a double block by the Trailblazers. Adams to do the serving once again. Spiked over by the Hawks, good save. As it's a little tip over the net, Hawks reset. And it is a double block once again by the Trailblazers. Man, that front line is scary and lethal. Adams to do the serve once again, just a freshman now. And not this time, as the Hawks do manage to get through that double block. And that one sneaks in for a Hawk point. Back-to-back points here for the Hawks now. Summer Williams with the ace. Williams do the serve once again. As that one goes over with the left-handed spike, and that is Lauren Gamble once again. As she comes out, and coming on for her is Kayla Chapman. Sid Brandon to do the serve for the Trailblazers. As that is a double block again by the Trailblazers. On that play is Brett Barney and Kayla Chapman. And the double block not successful this time by the Trailblazers. Point awarded to the Hawks. Baladar is on the serve once again. Nice little blooper serve. As that's set up by the Trailblazers, a good dig. Hawks trying to recover, and it just falls short of the play. Point awarded to the Trailblazers. Some substitutions for the Trailblazers as number 11, Carol Moore, does the serve. Hits the top of the net, good save though. Reset, and it is a block by the Trailblazers. Hawks recover it. Back over again, and no one is there, as that is a point for the Hawks. The Hawks making some substitutions, as this is a very small team for the Hawks, of course, traveling all the way from Oakland, California. Only 11 girls traveled with them, and now one is injured, so now they are even shorter with 10. As Dixie goes over from the back line. Hawks recover again, and that is in for another Hawk point. Ali Baranowski to do the serve for the Hawks. As that one goes over, it's tipped, and a net violation by the Trailblazers, as that is a point for the Hawks. Baranowski to do the serving. As it is a tip over the front line. Another reset for the Trailblazers. Neither team being able to set up a spike right now. And there it is, good save by Valadares. Nice little rally here going on. Someone gets blocked by the blocked by the Hawks, and that is a point awarded to them. The Hawks making a little bit of run of their own as they bring it in within 1 point. Baranowski to do the serving once again, as the Trailblazers have 4 in their back line. Brandon with the dig. As that goes, and it's tipped off of a Hawk player and in for a Dixie State point. Hannah Doonan to do the serving for the Trailblazers. As it is a spike way out of play, and that will be a Trailblazer point. Doonan do the serving once again. And an error on Valadares, as that is another Trailblazer point. The third straight serve here for Doonan. And good offensive setup over there by the Hawks, as it is a point for them. Sierra Allen to do the serving for the Hawks. And a good double block by the Trailblazers as they go up by 5. That will be a timeout by the Hawks. And not only do the Hawks only have one player over 6 feet tall, but they only have one senior. And that, it's going to come back to bite you. You know, the experience that, you know, huge advantage as to where Dixie, they have a handful of seniors. I apologize, there's only 2 seniors on this Dixie State team, but however, experience not needed much in this game. But however, the good defense from our Trailblazers all game with all those blocks that they've been having so far. Let's catch up with some of the statistics so far with you today.
Mountain American Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Dixie State Athletics. Show your school spirit with the Trailblazer branded Visa debit card from Mountain America. Makes paying quick and easy. Get your Trailblazers card at any St. George area Mountain American Credit Union branch. Thank you to Mountain America for being a proud sponsor of Dixie State Athletics.
So far, Dixie State does only have 3 recorded blocks. As Chapman doing the serving once again after that quick timeout. And a good little flick over the net by the Hawks. As Ashley Gore to do the serving for the Hawks. Another setup for the Trailblazers. Hits that over, missing the block. But however, it looks like it went out of bounds. It went out. The Trailblazers not exactly agreeing with the call, but whatever the ref says goes. So that is another point for the Hawks. Gore doing the serving once again. Brandon with another save. Good recovery from the Hawks as this goes back over, and the double block by the Trailblazers once again. And they are just 3 points away from taking set number 1. As a block by the Trailblazers goes over. And that is way out of play for another Trailblazer point. Jordan Nelson to do the possibly final 2 serves for set number 1. As a referee is probably telling Coach Beltrami for the Hawks to just stay back a little bit. Discussions between the 2 refs. Each team does have 10 kills. Dixie being outdigged. Oh, it looks like it was a tip. Looks like it's going to be a Hawk serve. As Covarrubias doing the serving. The scoreboard says 23-18, however, the website says 22-19, and that looks like that's what's going to be the official score. As 22-19 looks like it's going to be the official scoring. Covarrubias doing the serving. As that is a good spike attempt by Brett Barney. She is pumped. And Holy Names takes another timeout here in the first set.
Dixie State Residential Life, the Dixie Sun.
Individually for Dixie State, Carol Moore has the most assists on the team, leading with 5. Following her would be Jordan Nelson with 4. Casey Adams leading the way with 8 attacking attempts. She's also leading the team in the most kills and tied for first with the most points. So Casey Adams, of course, doing all over the court today, as she is next in line for or possible second to last serve of set number 1. As for the Hawks, attack attempts would be leading the way by Summer Williams with 12. She's also tied for first with her team with 4 points. Summer Williams also leading the way with 3 kills herself. It's Brandon with the good save. Dixie have to hit it over, and they do. Another reset for the Hawks. Another save by Brandon. As that one gets spiked over by Hannah Doonan. And this is game point, ladies and gentlemen. Casey Adams. Let's see if she goes for that ace. And that one goes out of bounds off the ceiling. And your Trailblazers take sets. Exactly what the Trailblazers needed to do to get that early lead, to get their confidence going. And as for the Hawks, they just look exhausted. Of course, the traveling issues and the toll that it takes on you mentally, having to travel 2 states over, and they are on a road streak right now. They did just have they do after this. They go back home for a couple days, have a nice little couple practice days, and then on Thursday they do have to go travel to Fresno Pacific, and then after that they have the tough number 8 ranked Cal Baptist, as they are undefeated in every single game so far this season, sitting at 12-0. Dixie State, a little bit of an off year for them. They have had a tough schedule here in the early parts of the season. But however, now that they are getting into conference play, maybe that will change for them a little bit. They are sitting at an overall of 3-8. That is good for 10th in the conference. And you have to think maybe they can turn this around. The past couple of years, they have finished with around 7 or 8 losses, which is good for 3rd in the conference. 2 years ago, they did win the conference, however, and last year slipping a little bit as they just missed the cut for the tournament. A little bit more stats from your Trailblazers throughout the entire season. Sid Brandon is leading the way with 4.5 digs per set. She also is the libero for the team. So technically the libero is, for those of you that don't know volleyball that well, libero is the person on the team that stands out from the rest of them, and they are the best defensive player on the team. Therefore, they're the ones getting all the digs, they're the ones getting all the assists. And that's exactly what Sid Brandon has been doing all season, and that's what she's doing out here today. As we have about 30 seconds until set number 2. Now, we have seen Kayla Chapman doing a lot of blocking here today, as she is the leading blocker on the team, just 1 block above Lauren Gamble, as those two, as you've seen from set number 1, have made several of those blocks. Set number 2 about to start, as your Trailblazers do lead 1-0. If you weren't able to make it today, That's all right. We do have a game here tomorrow, here at noon, as the Trailblazers go up against Dominican. That will be right here in the Student Activity Center, as Jordan Nelson to do the serve for set number 2. That's a good recovery by the Trailblazers. Are they able to save it as Brandon has to hit over? And she does save it. Hawks setting up another attack, and that goes out for a Trailblazer point.
Side out, Dixie State.
Nelson again with the serve. Valadara is there to pick it up. Battling around. Good dig. As that does hit the ceiling, but however, play on. Another powerful spike from the lefty. Good rally here to start the first point, and that stays in for a Trailblazer point. Good rally going on there. Pardon the interruption. I did get interrupted by some kids playing behind me, asking if I knew where some tennis rackets were. And that is a block by the Hawks. Doing the serving for the Hawks is number 7, Summer Williams. And a block attempt by the Hawks. However, it does deflect and go out of bounds for a Trailblazer point. Casey Adams to do the serving for the Trailblazers. And that goes way over and out for a Hawk point. Valadares with the serve. The left-handed power from Lauren Gamble gets Dixie their 5th point of the match. And a block by the Trailblazers once again. Lauren Gamble doing the killing. She's doing the blocking. She's coming up huge for the Trailblazers in this set. Sid Brandon doing the serving for the Trailblazers. As that just nips the top of the net. Allen could not get to it in time. That is an ace for Brandon. Good save by Brandon as Dixie resets, hits it back over. And that is an error for the Hawks as another point is awarded to the Trailblazers as Holy Names does take a timeout. So here in the first 10 points of this match, it has been all Dixie so far. A lot of errors early on for the Hawks. Coach is probably just telling them, just relax, guys. Don't need to do anything different. Just keep doing what you guys have been doing. As the Trailblazers feeling confident, looking confident. They're cheering. They're feeling really, really good about themselves as they try to improve their record to 4-8 on the year. Brett Barney, your leading hitting percentage leader for the Trailblazers at 60%. So more times than not, she's getting the ball over. I can only imagine how the Lady Trailblazers feel on that court right now, because it is a little stuffy in here. It is a little warm in here. Because I'm just sitting here watching, and I'm breaking up a sweat. Can only imagine how they're feeling down there right now as Brandon gets ready for another serve. Hits off the ceiling. Good save by Brandon as Dixie hits it back over. The Hawks return it back to the Trailblazers, hits it back up. Gamble again. The block gets tipped. Brandon there once again with the diving save, and that stays in for a Trailblazer point. Chapman again. Brandon with the serve once again. Blooper serve, trying to catch the Hawks off guard, but she's laughing it off. Serving error. Baranowski to do the serving for the Hawks. Point awarded to the Hawks. Baranowski again. Hits the net, but however not able to go over. Substitutions being made for the Trailblazers, as they are all smiles here on the sideline for them, as they should be. They are 10-4 and up 1-0 in the sets. As Alexa Golding, first time she's been in doing the serving. Good save by Adams, hits it back over, and that is out for a Hawk point. Doonan was not able to keep that one in just by a little bit. Sierra Allen to do the serving. Brandon there to set things up. Doonan sets it up. Back over for the Trailblazers, and that stays in for a Trailblazer point. Hannah Doonan to do the serving for the Trailblazers. The kill by Gore. And that's smacked over to the Hawks side. There's a little bit of trickery here from the Hawks. Trailblazers do recover it. Blocked again by the Hawks. Setting it back over are the Trailblazers. Deflected. And that is a double hit by Covarrubias. Nice little rally there from both teams. Doonan do the serving once again. Gore with the tip. Trailblazers not able to recover that. Point Hawks. Gore with the serve. As that is out. Bad serve by the Hawk. Kayla Chapman do the serving for the Trailblazers. As that one dips hard. As the Hawks are unable to make the ball go back over the net once it is out of play. And that is another Trailblazer point. Trailblazers running away with set number 2. Unable to make the play is Alexa Golding, and that is a point for the Hawks. Substitution in for the Hawks. Summer Verkrusen. Covarrubias doing the serving. Trailblazers tipping it back over. Another setup for the Hawks. Unable to make the kill. Point awarded to the Trailblazers. More substitutions in for the Trailblazers, getting some people that usually don't get to play that much, giving their starters a rest. Nelson doing the serving. Unable to make it over the net. Point awarded to the Hawks. Hawks with the serve. A lot of communication. And that goes out of play for another Hawks point. Summer Williams to do the serving for the Hawks. As the kill is unsuccessful for the Trailblazers. And the Hawks making a little bit of a run on their own as their coach gives them a little clap of encouragement. Keep it up, as she tells her lone senior. Adams with a big windup. Brandon with the good dig. Hits it back over. The Hawks aren't ready for it. And it is another point awarded to the Trailblazers. That's the kind of stuff that, I would do whenever I'm playing rec volleyball. Other teams, expecting a setup and you just flick it over. They just don't expect it. As Condi, for the first time today, doing the serving, hits it off the net, but however, able to make it back over. Brandon making another setup. And that is too far for the Hawks as Gamble makes the kill. Holy Names takes another timeout. Summer Williams with your lone ace for the Hawks. All stats are, of course, being brought to you by Steve and his crew, who are down on the court side, always making sure stats are up to date, and we thank them very much for making myself sound really, really good when it comes to stats. We appreciate you guys. Should be a good matchup here tomorrow as Trailblazers go up against Dominican. Each team 3-8. However, Dominican is 2-1 in conference play. Dixie with the win today will improve to 2-2 in conference play. Condi with the serve. With the tip, and that stays in for a Trailblazer point. Condi to do the serving once again. Good serve. A good block by the Hawks as they get a point. Valadares, the lone senior, doing the serving for the Hawks. As Jamie Myrtle's night looks done from her injury earlier in the first set. Got some ice on that right ankle. It's always tough to see that, especially on the road. You make the travel, you have to do everything the other team does, and they just get hurt. in an early set, not being able to make much of an impact. You just got a feel for her. It's Gamble with the kill once again. Gamble's had a handful of kills here in set number 2. Sid Brandon to do the serving for the Trailblazers. A little bit of miscommunication by the Hawks. Dixie recovers. Gamble tips it back over for another reset. And that is a huge kill for Kayla Chapman as the Trailblazers go by 10 here in set number 2. Sid Brandon to do the serving once again. And that goes way out of play for another Trailblazer point as they have doubled up their score here in set number 2. Brandon once again. The tipped block. Trailblazers recover, hit it back over, and no one is there to pick it up. And that is another Trailblazer point, as they're looking to close this one fast. And another kill by Lauren Gamble. She is on a roll. Lefty Lauren. That's what I'm going to start calling her. Lefty Lauren is on a roll. She is on fire. The Hawks set it up carefully, hits it back over. Dixie looking for the kill right here. Another reset here for the Hawks, hits it back over, and Dixie unable to make the dig on that one, and still life here for the Hawks. As we get a substitution, Allie Baranowski, as she will be doing the honors here for the Hawks to try and keep her team alive. And that is a bad serve by Baranowski as the Trailblazers take set number 2. They are now up 2-0, as we will have a 5-minute break in between sets 2 and 3. My apologies for the introduction of this game. I didn't even get a chance to tell you who I was. I am James Guerin. This is my second broadcast for Dixie State Athletics, and I will be with you here tomorrow at 4:30 as I will be calling the Dixie State women's and men's soccer games here at Legend Solar Stadium. And both teams have been on a roll. The women's soccer team 6-2 on the year, while the men's is still undefeated at 7-0. Come check it out if you have a free Saturday afternoon to evening off tomorrow. It's a lot of fun. It's not too hot anymore. It's starting to cool down here a little bit. It's a little bit in the 70s. For the men's game, it may get down into the 60s as that game does start at 7 o'clock. So bring your jackets, bring your sweaters, bring some hot chocolate, as it is going to be a little bit chilly tomorrow night. As we will take a break here, and I will be back on the air in 3 minutes. Dixie State up 2-0. Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here on the beautiful campus of Dixie State University. As always, James Guerin on the call. And here with me to help me out with my camera work, as always, Monique Chavez. As I'm unable to do all three things at once, so I'm very glad that she's here with me today. As the Trailblazers are up 2-0. And let's see if Dixie can go in for the kill, get their brooms out. We should go get a couple of brooms and give them to the fans so they can all raise them in the crowd, going for the clean sweep, get their Friday nights going early. Covarrubias to do the serve. Little blooper serve over to the Trailblazers. And it looks like it might have been a double hit on the Trailblazers. So point awarded here early to the Hawks. Exactly what they were looking for. With the serve again. Hitting it backwards. Trailblazers unable to make the point back over. As the Trailblazers getting in new faces in for this set. As that stays in for another Hawks point. 3-0 here early on. Nelson giving her teammates some encouragement to pick it up. So the Trailblazers hit it back over. Lefty Lauren again. Hits it off the ceiling. A short hit, but blocked by the Trailblazers as they get their first point here in set number 3.
Into the lineup for Dixie State, number 5, Jacqueline Condi.
As Jacqueline Condi comes in for Casey Adams. Condi hitting it over. Hawks setting up another kill opportunity, unable to make the block. Point awarded to the Hawks. Summer Williams to do the serving for the Hawks. And it is a short serve, catching the Trailblazers off guard. And the Hawks up 5-1 here early on in set number 3. Williams with the serve again. Short, but recovered by the Trailblazers. Hitting it over. Resetting their offense. Bloops it over. Trailblazers recover. Blocked by the Hawks. Good rally here. Lefty Lauren unable to make the kill this time. And it is 6-1. More life here for the Hawks here in set number 3. Referee's time as Valadares takes time to tie her shoe. Williams with the serve once again. And it is a block by the Hawks, however, Dixie being able to recover, hits it, it's on the line, and it is a point for the Trailblazers. A momentum shift as Sid Brandon does the serving here for the Trailblazers. Valadares there. As a point is awarded to the Trailblazers. The official ruling is a bad set by Covarrubias. Brandon with the serve again. As that one just sneaks out of bounds for a Hawk point. Valadares to do the serve. Lefty Lauren with the powerful kill, saved by the Hawks. Back over his gore. Trailblazers make the recovery, setting it back up. Hitting it back over is Gore. Trailblazers setting it back up. Head over is lefty Lauren as she gets another kill for the Trailblazers. That seems to be their go-to game plan, is just give it to Lauren Gamble. As she comes off for a quick breather.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers.
As Alexa Golding does the serving here for the Trailblazers. Gore with the tip over, a block. Trailblazers able to recover, hits it back over with the kill. Good dig over there by Valadares, and no communication between, I believe that's Summer Verkusen and Summer Williams, unable to make that communication work as they look at each other. Like, come on, you gotta call that. Golding to do the serving once again. Gore with the tip over. Golding there to recover it. Another good save over there by the Trailblazers. Hitting it back over. Good rally here. As it is a block by the Trailblazers, Hawks being able to recover, hits it back over, and we're still going on here. And the kill by Chapman, saved by the Hawks, saved again by the Trailblazers, hits it off the ceiling, but play on, and we got a good rally here going on, folks, as it is a kill and another save. As the crowd getting into it now, this is a long rally. Brandon to set it back up again. Golding to hit it over. Hawks there to recover. Valadares sets it up. Brandon there to set things up again. Over to Golding. Chapman being able to sneak it in. Finally for a point for the Trailblazers. The longest rally that I have seen here tonight. By far, and the crowd lets the team know. That was great play. Golding to do the serving again. And that is a bad serve. Point for the Hawks. Subs coming in for the Hawks. Number 5, Brittany Carasillo. Carasillo with the serve. Soft serve. And that is a big kill by Hannah Doonan. Point awarded towards the Trailblazers. And that is another block by the Trailblazers as they even the score up here in set number 3. Doonan to do the serving. As that is a set error by Brittany Carasillo. Dixie takes their first lead here in set number 3. Attack error again against the Hawks, and that is another point awarded for the Trailblazers. As we have Doonan doing the serving once again. Skimming the net. Valadares has to hit it over. Brandon there to set things up again. A little bit of trickery. Hawks being able to recover. Brandon there once again to Golding. Over to Casey Adams, and Casey Adams gets the kill. Trailblazers unable to make the block there, and that is a point awarded towards the Hawks. Gore is credited with the kill. Brandon to start things off. And let's see what the official calling here is. An attack error by Kayla Chapman. Allen to do the serving for the Hawks. Good serve, setting it up. Kayla Chapman, I'm sorry, Casey Adams with the huge kill there.
Adams.
As Brandon comes off for a little breather. Kayla Chapman doing the honors, serving it over. Hawks setting up, little flickery. As that is Adams once again getting the kill as the ball goes out of play off a deflection from the Hawks. Back-to-back kills from Golding to Adams as Chapman does the serving again. And the block by the Trailblazers. That will be Shannon Sorensen, the 6'1" junior, getting some playing time and getting her first stat of the game. Gore hitting it over. Golding setting it up to Adams. Trying to go for their third straight. Golding setting it up again. Over to Adams. Adams off the net, and it hits in play for a Trailblazer point. As that is a timeout for Holy Names. Boy, a lot of excitement here in set number 3. A lot more energy from both sides, as that 5-minute break must have re-energized them, as each team is playing a lot more aggressively, as you saw that rally here early on in set number 3, where it just seemed like it wouldn't end, as teams are going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Dixie has 35 kills in all 3 sets so far. And Holy Names has only managed to come up with 18 kills. So the Trailblazers a lot more offensively than the Hawks are, as they are only credited with 6 blocks, but it seems like they've just been denying points from the Hawks all game long. And the teams are ready to go, as Kayla Chapman to be doing the honors for the Trailblazers. As that is a net violation by the Hawks, and the Trailblazers will be awarded the point. Chapman again. Hitting it a little bit out of bounds, runs into the stand, hits it back over. Dixie resetting, and that is a kill for Ashton Lunt, the 6'1" freshman, getting her first action of the game, as Amanda Robinson checks in for Hannah Doonan. Coach probably realizing, let's get some of our less experienced players in, let them learn a little bit, as this game doesn't look like it's going to be in jeopardy. This Chapman doing the serving once again. Just above the net. Hawks try to recover, hits it back over. The Trailblazers reset. Golding over, failed block attempt, trying to recover, no dice, as Dixie now goes up by 8. Shannon Sorensen awarded with the kill there. Valadares checks back in. And it is deflected off of Alexa Golding, unable to make the play. Point awarded to the Hawks, as it has been a while since the Hawks have been able to serve. Ashley Gore to be doing the serving for the Hawks. Golding there with the kill. Oh, I'm sorry, Sorensen with the kill. as Sorensen gets a little breather, and lefty Lauren comes back in to take her spot back on the court. Let's see a couple more kills from her to end this game. She's been on fire all night. Point awarded to the Trailblazers, as that is an attack error by Summer Williams. Nelson with the serve. And that is a block. Point awarded to the Trailblazers. Trailblazers finally up by double digits here in set number 3. Nelson with the serve once again. Valadares there. A tip by the Trailblazers, and no one is there. Good spacing. Point awarded to the Hawks. It's a good placement hit by Covarrubias. Covarrubias to do the serving. Brandon there to set things up. Over to Nelson. Back over to Casey Adams. Tries to go for that back left corner, however, unable to make it happen, as that is a Hawks point. Covarrubias with the serve. Over to Nelson. Nelson flicks it over, not expecting it from the Hawks, and that sneaks in for a point for the Trailblazers. As Sydney Johnson gets her first looks into this series, as she will be doing the serving. Just a freshman, but does get some playing time. Valadares there with the deflection tip. Point awarded to the Hawks. Summer Williams to be doing the serving, as Sierra Allen comes in for Allie Baranowski. Johnson there to pick it up. Lefty Lauren again with another kill. Lefty Lauren. Is there anything she can't do here tonight? Holy Names takes their timeout as their coach sees that they're down by 2. Probably just telling them to relax. So I know volleyball girls, they have the stereotype that they're really tall. And I'm not a short guy. I like to think myself as I'm a pretty, a little bit above average guy. I'm 5'11", and earlier, before the game started, I walked down on the court, and I'm looking up at everybody, and it's just amazing. You can't teach, you can't coach size. So when you have size on your side, if you're the opposing team, there's nothing you can do. And it's just, like I said, I'm on the court and I'm looking up and I'm like, why can't I be as tall as you guys, And I'm just below the 6 foot mark. However, I don't think I'm going to get there. As we do have a pretty decent sized crowd here. A lot of students ended up coming out for this game. As you do see some of the soccer players out here showing their support for their women's volleyball team. As we are about to start, we are about to resume play here once again. As Sid Brandon here to start things off once again. And it is an ace for Sid Brandon. No one there to pick up the serve. Game point, set point. This could be it. Brandon again with the serve. And it is another ace for the Trailblazers as they get the clean sweep over the Hawks. Has a score of 25-14. Dixie State improves to 4-8 on the year. However, the Hawks do fall to 0-14 on the year. Don't forget, we do have a match here tomorrow at noon here, right in the Student Activity Center, going up against Dominican. Come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. As always, I am James Guerin, my cameraman. Monique Chavez, and we'll see you here tomorrow afternoon. And if you can't make it to that, there are women's and men's soccer at 4:30 and 7 o'clock over at Legend Solar Field. And if you continue to stay tuned, there will be a stream from Hurricane High School as our CEC TV partners are out there right now doing the high school games. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.